The acronym is NATAS, National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. Yes, NATAS, National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, puts out the Emmys each year. NATAS. Go backwards. SATAN, okay? I don't believe in Satan as a devil. It's not an article of my faith, but I do believe that there is a profound presence of dark power on the earth. The word devil is simply the word evil with a D in front of it. And the word God comes from a German word Goth, which gives us the root word for good. You take an O out of good and it becomes God. And God is good and devil is evil. You need to understand that words and terms are divinely put into a flow so that your mind can accept concepts. I don't accept anything. I want to know, Christians are called believers. I've often wondered, why would anyone call themselves a believer? I mean, if you are on death row, or if you are being tried for a capital crime, and your attorney is going through the different jurors, and they come across someone and they ask you, do you know anything about this case? And you say, oh yes, I already have decided this guy is guilty, and that's it. Well, they can't use you. Why? Well, because you're prejudiced. You haven't even heard the facts yet, and you've already decided. So consequently, you are a believer. You believe that the person is guilty, which obviously shows you do not have an open mind. You are not very well read, and consequently cannot be trusted to make any kind of a decision. And consequently, today, in religion throughout the world, unfortunately, they are believers. Why? Because they don't know anything. They are believers. Once you understand what words mean, the very word church is a classic example. We have Christians talking about Christ, having no idea in the world what the word Christ means. How would you know an antichrist if you don't even know what the word Christ means?
I want to teach this one. I like this one. Christ comes from the word, like he said, the Greek word Christos, okay? It's a word Christos. That's where we get Christ, Christos, Christ, okay? Not only does Christ mean oil, okay? So Christos, Christ, it means oil. Why oil? For many reasons. I mean, for one, because our pineal gland secretes an oil every 28 days that just so happens to also line up with the moon's 28-day cycles. However, also oil is a very ancient symbol for fertility and for creation, because in order to penetrate the virgin, you would have to put oil or lubricant or Christo on, your what in order to penetrate. And so this stuff is all very, very old symbolism. This is where these words come from. All right, the word church comes from the word kirk, which is a Scottish word, kirk. And that goes back to the Roman word "curs." And the Roman word "curs," so now we have the word church goes back to the Roman word "curs." Now that goes way back even further to the Greek goddess Circe. So the word church actually comes from the Greek word Circe. And Circe was a Greek goddess that would enchant people into her house by luring them in by using magic and sorcery. And then when they came in the house, she would sleep with them, and then she would turn them into farm animals and eat them. So that is what the word church means. That's why I think it's a fitting word, really, because religion has turned men into animals for thousands of years, turned men into absolute barbarians, and that is just what it's done. It's created wars and wreaked havoc all over this earth for thousands and thousands of years. All right, coincides with the animal instinct, okay? And for the last 100 years at least, you know, and it's been going on for longer than that, but just for the sake of the conversation, for the last 100 years, we've had people like, you know, Aleister Crowley that have done a good job flipping lots of things completely on its head and making them very demonic and then taking advantage of us. Like, you know, I mean, the whole idea of Lucifer and Satan, how they've created these characters and with horns, and they're just pulling from all different mythologies, and it's just storytelling. And Hollywood and all of these companies, all of your favorite brands and logos, and they are all taking advantage of us, playing off of this nonsense. But, you know, it is what it is, unfortunately. But when you really begin to learn, you know, like Jordan Maxwell used to say, when you begin to learn things, and it really does free your mind, because you learn, you know, you learn the truth. Anyway, you know, this video is for entertainment purposes, and this is my opinion. This also was Jordan Maxwell's opinion, so you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to listen to me. Okay, it's a free world, I thought. At least that's what I was told when I was a kid. Anyway, I love you all, and have a lovely, lovely evening.